Hello, and welcome to our Ozone Skyblock Reborn Modpack playthrough. Hope you're doing swell and well today so far. As for me, well, we got some trees, so yeah, things are going alright. And of course, we're going to be diving back into Minecraft's most addicting modpack once again today, so I hope you are ready. Good enough on the intro there, and we're gonna go ahead and dive into it. So yes, as I was just telling Twitch chat, basically we've updated things in between episodes. I built the starting base of what we're gonna have here. So this is the initial little 3 blocks that you spawn on. Figured it'd be pretty good to sort of memorialize it, and there we go. In between episodes, I also did a bit more sieving, and now we have flint sieves in all of these. Oh, sorry, no, iron. Excuse me. Iron meshes, which of course you can just take string, surround it with flint to get the flint one, and you can take the flint mesh, surround it with iron to get the iron mesh. What does it do? It basically just increases the chance. So if you look at iron mesh over here, we'll find gravel. I think it'll be best to do as a side-by-side. And so if we look here on gravel for the string mesh, we can see we have a 10% chance of iron ore spawning up. And then for flint, we have a 12%. And for iron, we have a 14%. So it basically just increases the odds. And as you'll see, sometimes it changes the results. So if you use a flint mesh, you can get granite, andesite, stone, and diorite pebbles. However, if you use the iron, you can only get deep slate and stone. So pretty much that's it. We did, like I said, a bit of sieving, so all this stuff is good to go in case we need resources today. And we set up a little tree farm, little storage spot, and an operation center, I guess. So yeah, last episode we kind of dove into the quest pack a little bit. We got into sieving and we got our cobblestone gen going. I think today we'll probably get into starting power. We'll expand the base a little bit, and we'll look at potential ways to automate our sieving in general, because that is obviously going to be pretty powerful if we can get this thing constantly moving resources through. So, sorry, still got a bit of a cough there. And I have a golden nugget in my inventory. Let's see. Throw it there. So yeah, basically we're gonna just expand a little bit on the base here so we can get a new platform for working on, basically with power and all that kind of stuff. So I believe it's cobbled deep slate that we're using for this middle texture. Yes, it is. And then we'll get a building wand. And quite a few days have passed in game. Most of that is due to the fact that there are blood moons that happen in the game, and whenever that happens, I basically just go underground and hide. Thought I had a building wand. Sorry, I'm still learning the storage system, so it's going to take me a little bit of time. Let's try and snooze here. Oh no, we got a little bit more time. We do need to use some torches on the outer rims of these circles here, so maybe we go around and do that real quick. Alright, cool. And then we should have some coal over here, just from having sieved stuff down. Indeed we do. Take that. Let's go get some wood. And a couple things to note about this mod pack. The hopper botany pots are actually, or in general, the botany pots are really, really expensive to make. So we're going to try to find some way to get our trees going and growing sooner rather than later. And then I've just been taking these torches, bringing them to the carpenter stable, and turning them into the glow torch. I just think they look pretty cool. And we'll do one like that. Alright, so let's get all these torches placed around so we don't have to worry about night so much. And if a blood moon does happen, you know, I don't know. Maybe we'll just climb up somewhere and chit chat for like 10 minutes. Basically, during the blood moon, I think it's mob spawn in higher light levels, and so it can be a little dangerous. Of course, now that the whole place is lit up, hopefully not. And let's go ahead and combine these stone wands together, and we'll get rocking and rolling. Now my plan is to, extend this back. Let's see. I'm basically going to make another circle out of the outline of these circles, if that makes sense. So like how this curves and goes around. I think that's what I want to do. Let's just see what it looks like, and then we'll kind of go from there. This is oftentimes how I build. People ask me, you know, how do I come up with the ideas or bases or whatever. This is pretty much it. I just place down blocks, and then I take a step back. If you need to, one thing that'll also really help, I kind of don't like that. I kind of like the separation that happens. So maybe we do it like this. And keep it kind of, oh shoot. Keep it kind of one block off. I don't know. I kind of want it to be a little further back. Like I like in Skyblock worlds showcasing the fact that you are floating in the void. Some people try and hide it. Sometimes I try and hide it, but I like it sometimes. It's a good reminder of where you're at, and especially with the sky as beautiful as what they have here with the rainbows and the planets. It's just really nice. So I'd like to kind of showcase that with the build. And yeah, we will be getting into mod stuff for those of you that's like, hey, when's he gonna do the stuff? We'll get into that. And so if you're more excited for that stuff, feel free to skip ahead in the videos. I know that a lot of people want me to do timestamps in the video, and y'all are always welcome to. I don't know if you knew this, but in the comments, y'all can also timestamp it, and then I can pin it. And oh, why did I just make another? Just made another axe. Anyways, y'all can timestamp it, and I can pin the comment, and I believe it'll show up in the video. So if you absolutely want timestamps or want to throw them in there, that's fine. I just, most of the time, I'm like in a rush to get the video out, much less think about timestamping and all that kind of stuff. So it's not that I don't want to, it's just an extra layer of work, I suppose, for each and every video. You know, if I try and timestamp every single video, then it's gonna obviously take more time. Okay, I was wondering why this looked a bit off, and it's because that block is not there. All right, so let's look at the map. I don't like that either. I think the idea of it just doesn't look right. Something about it doesn't look right. If I do that, how does that look? Still doesn't look right. Something about it just doesn't feel good. So I'm not sure. Maybe we'll just stick to these platforms for now, and I'll go back and do this later, because truly and honestly, this is what I do, is I just place down blocks, look at it on the map, maybe break them, replace them, break them, replace them. Like I just go back and forth until I really truly have something that I enjoy. And when I look at it, I'm like, well, that pleases my eyes. And that's basically it. There is no sort of large nuance to it or any kind of this, that, or the other. You know what? I think we're gonna go with my initial idea, where we just fill this in pretty much completely, and then we'll have it separated via some height differential or something like that to kind of accentuate the differences here. I think that will be good. So let's see, how far across is this? 5. Okay, so this should also be 5 then. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fuck. There is crafting table on a stick in this mod pack, but it doesn't show all the options. Like, it doesn't show all these. Some of the options are different, so I just haven't been using it. That should be fun. And there we are. So yeah, hope everybody's having a good day. I'm interested to know and see and kind of probe y'all's minds on this. How often do you plan your base all the way in advance, and how often do you fly by the seat of your pants? I didn't mean for that to rhyme, but you know what? It's fine that it does. So yeah, like how often are you like, I'm going to do a Greek or a Roman or a what, some kind of stylization, and how often are you just like, I'm just gonna build, and once it starts looking cool, then I'll kind of shape it up or whatever. Because for me personally, I generally like to have some kind of staple ideasm or picture or something in my head to where I can be like, yeah, this is what I want it to look like, you know? And of course that changes as time goes on, as it does with all things. Shoot, I keep forgetting you can't scroll while you have these wands in your inventory. Okay, so this is let me go straight across here. So it should be this one, right? Yeah, perfect. Okay, let's see this. I kind of like that. Yeah, yeah. And then we'll just have like I said, difference of height. So maybe some stairs or something that comes out and around and down. That could look pretty cool. All right, but this will give us plenty of space for us to sort of work with today's stuff. So let's look at the quest. Starting power. Always read quest descriptions for info and hints. Early game power and cables. Oh, that's it. Early game power and cables. That's not a full sentence. Generate RF from coal. I see now that period. Okay. Early game power and cables generate RF from coal. The wrench is used to configure conduits. I'm guessing are these, which are basically cables from Ender.io. I will say Ender.io is not a mod that I've played a lot of mod packs with it in it, but I've never used it really. So we'll see how it goes. Other pipes and power do exist for later in the game. I would advise against using cyclic cables. They have been proven to be quite laggy or buggy or whatever. Not good. Hint, use the primitive alloy smelter to create alloys without power in the early game. Okay. Ender.io conduit filters have extraction upgrades, are available to craft and use. Other mods to transfer items, energy, and fluids are available later in the progression tree. Pipes, mechanism, power, XNet. Cool. Okay, so basically the conduits are how we're going to transfer items, fluid, energy, all that kind of stuff. The alloy smelter is how we're going to be able to create alloys early on, and the combustion generator is going to give us power. What do we need power for? It looks like it's telling us for the mechanical hammer and mechanical sieve. A lot of people end up going this route instead of going the click machine route, and I'm always curious as to, well, one, why, and two, how what's the ratio? Because obviously you can use one of these mechanical hammers and break down your cobblestone and then send it into a mechanical sieve and get your stuff going like that. And obviously that makes for a pretty tiny setup. But there's also no difference in me doing that and me doing this with a click machine and going and setting this up. Now you say, Chance, that requires a chorus fruit, but trust me, it's not actually that hard to get a chorus fruit. You just sieve some crushed endstone. You can get endstone by putting glowstone in lava. We can already get lava, we can already get glowstone. So actually getting to the click machine, really not that difficult because we're already there. We can already manufacture all the pieces needed essentially to create it. So I'm not quite sure which one I want to go yet. We're not going to worry about it in this episode. Our sieve setup allows us to sieve 25 pieces of gravel, sand, whatever, all at once. So obviously we don't really need to automate it quite yet. So let's take a look here. We're going to look at the primitive alloy smelter. We're going to look at the combustion generator, the Yeta wrench, and then we'll worry about the conduits come time to use the conduits. So, primitive alloy, we're going to need grains of infinity, furnaces, and some deep slate. Now, I wonder, I don't think I've used the iron meshes since having installed them. Yeah, so I don't think we actually have any deep slate. So we can run through a bit of gravel. That'll be fine there. And then grains of infinity. How do we... Flint and steel on bedrock? We just use flint and steel on bedrock and it... Hold some flint in your offhand and some deep slate or cobbled deep slate in your main hand. Then shift right click on a block of obsidian, obsidian or grindstone to produce early grains of infinity. Summit slays. You say wing it for sure on the base? I like to wing it. I kind of like to go back and forth, ping pong. So like I just did Opolis Inc. and Static Industry, and both those were kind of flying by the seat of our pants, doing kind of like a city type thing. By the way, a lot of this stuff keeps coming back to deep slate, so we're just gonna go ahead and do this. Let's see, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. I like to do stacks of 9 because it just makes things easier when it comes to compression and breaking things down. And always make sure you're selecting the X Diorum compressed cobblestone. If you're having problems, it's like not breaking down properly, this could be it. Make sure it's not the cyclic, it's the X Diorum. Shut up, you know what I'm saying. And it looks like we're actually gonna have to make some more of those, which means we're gonna need some more sticks there and some cobblestone. So we can get for sure. I don't know. I don't know if I could do that every time. Wing it sometimes stresses me out, but so does like doing an actual build because shit, that's only 8. You know, I tend to hold myself to too highest standards. All right, so there's those 9, and if we combine all these hammers together, we can get a compressed stone hammer, which is what you see here. It's about to break, but that's okay. And then what we can do, and this is a good way of breaking down a lot of materials at once. So if you've been just sort of taking a piece of cobblestone and taking a raw hammer and breaking down one piece of cobblestone at a time, or even, you know, placing a lot of cobblestone and then breaking it, this is a much, much faster way. This is, again, 9 stacks of 64 on cobblestone. And we're going to break it pretty much in 2 hits. So that, and then we take our... Well, maybe 3 hits, because we're going to go ahead and break this one that's basically already broken. So there's 1. Okay, never mind, just 2. Oh yeah, this guy did appear. I'm not, like, maybe I should buy the slime ball, because sometimes slime balls come in handy, and they can be really hard to get early on. But, yeah, we do have 25 emeralds, so it's not that bad. We're probably about to get a bit more as we sieve this gravel. You know what? Let's buy 2 slime balls to be safe. I don't want to need it in the future and then not have it. It does also have some packed ice. A lot of times with ice, as long as you have ice, you can get more ice. So I am going to go ahead and pick up some ice as well, maybe 2 pieces there. Then we don't have enough to really buy enough dark oak saplings. Otherwise, I'd probably pick that up as well. And yeah, you know what? You're fine. You can roam around for a bit. Just don't go pushing me off the edge or anything, and we'll be cool. Okay, bud. All right, and then we need to go put this stuff back over, and then we'll sieve, and I'll show you a little trick for sieving, so that way you don't just have to kill your right mouse clicker button, and you don't have to destroy your finger or any of that kind of stuff. Some people may know about it, some people may not. I'm gonna forget that we have ice in here later. Y'all are gonna have to remind me. It's gonna happen, okay? All right, so when it comes to sieving, 2 things. 1, as soon as you run out of an item or block, it's going to replace it in your inventory. So that's pretty nice, because it means whenever I run out of this stack of 64, I don't have to open my menu, put another stack. It's just going to automatically do it for us. So really the only problem with manually sieving is having to do this, where you hold down the right click and you're basically stuck here, right? One finger on the mouse at all times. Well, if you hold down F3 and press T, what you're going to get is this. And this is going to reload all the textures. Now, we haven't changed any of the textures, so nothing's really going to happen outside of, well, once it loads, it is going to take just a second. Again, it's having to reload all of the textures, so it makes sense. Now you can see we're still sieving. What you can't see is my hands are off of the keyboards completely. I could tap my fingers over here, clap. I don't know what way to prove to you that I'm not holding down the mouse. But essentially, yeah, so you hold down right click, and as you're holding it there, make sure you're holding right click. Hold down F3 and press T. You can let go of your mouse while it's doing the little loading screen. And then, yeah, you get this where it's just, it's auto sieving for me. I can walk away, go grab a bite to eat, you know, check on the kiddos, whatever, whatever it is that you need to do at the time. Kids are at school right now, so obviously we don't really have to worry about that, but still. So there we go. All of it done relatively quick. When you want to stop clicking, because obviously it'll just continue clicking, you can just right click with your mouse, and there you go, all done. Now we've gotten quite a lot of stuff over here, so we're going to try and just pick up what we can. This is why I like this platform being so big. I don't have to worry about losing items or any of that kind of stuff. We're going to insert filtered, which basically just means insert stuff that we can to fill stacks. And then we're going to go back and add it all in. Finish picking all this up, hopefully, if we can manage. A lot of pebbles, a lot of small stuff. Oh, goodness. All right, so let's get all this in here. We're going to take out all of the iron nuggets, and we will compress those down real quick. So quick compression, you can hold down Shift, press K while you're hovering over an item that can be compressed. And boom, all of it is now compressed. Same thing with deep slate. Hold down Shift, press K, boom. And we're going to do this a couple times here. Let's go ahead and take all of this out, and the stone, and that. And we'll put that, and that back in. Hopefully that'll allow us to finish that off. And any more of these to pick up in a little bit. Again, same thing, Shift K, and there we go. All right. Let's compress this down. We're going to put our deep slate and our cobblestone into a different chest here because it's going to start getting a little bit crazy. So let's take that. That. And then, okay, so we have plenty of deep slate now to do with whatever we please. Cool. Got a ton of iron from that, right? Back up to 45 stacks. It took about 100 to do this, to do 25, right? Because 25 times 4, not even about 100, just exactly 100. So it said take flint and cobbled deep slate, and then what was the other part to it? Shift right click a block of obsidian, crying obsidian, or a grindstone. Okay. We don't have any obsidian yet. I don't really want to get any down. Let's check out the grindstones. Just some stone, some sticks, and what was the other piece? I don't make these too often. Wood. Stone, sticks, and wood. Let's see. I should have all of that available over here. Stone, sticks, wood. Got it. And grindstone. Oh, it needs to be slabs. Grindstone. There we are. Okay, so let's see how this works. Place this down. And it said, which one in the main hand, which one in the offhand? Flint in your offhand. Okay. What? Hold on. I'm feeling a little silly. Whoops, there we are. Hold some flint in your offhand, some deep slate or cobble deep slate in your main hand, then shift right click. Oh. Well, that was easy. Okay, cool. Grains of Infinity. So what all? Void Chassis, Infinity Rod, Primitive Alloy Smelter, Basic Capacitor, and Infinity Bimetal Gear. That's a really fancy way of saying I combine this with some iron. It's not bimetal, it's just one metal, isn't it? Anyways. Okay, so here, what do we need? We need deep slate, so we're going to have to smelt some of our cobbled deep slate down. That's just cobbled cobblestone. And some furnaces, so we'll get a stack of this. Let's go throw some deep slate into a furnace. We'll do like that. One there. 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 All right, cool. And then what was the other thing we needed? Grains and furnace. Okay, cool. I don't have a crafting table over here. There should really be one in all sectors. So let's just Throw it right there. And take a little snooze real quick. I know that we've got to have another blood moon on the rise. Good luck on your stream. Your day is good. Yeah, you too, Summit. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day there. Or wherever you take it. All right, so let's look at this. We're going to go ahead and get our 3 furnaces up. 1, 2, 3. We'll get our deep slate. Should be good by now. And boom. Primitive alloy smelter. You know what? We're going to kind of stick in this. Okay, so show recipes. Dark fused quartz. Oh, goodness. It's 12 pages. Okay, so we're not gonna be able to see all there is to see here. Oh, steel. Is that steel? Dark steel. We need this for something. I don't remember what it was. So I'm just gonna put a little bookmark on it and I'll come back to it. Anything else here that's really clad glowstone? We can make that now. Energetic alloy. We can make that. Right? We can make quite a few of these, actually. Blocks light. Dark clear glass. Interesting. We do need to get a mob farm going. That was one thing I was thinking about in between episodes. I was like, you know, we really need one, but I don't want to be like, ta-da! And then basically it's all done. All right, so dark steel. What do we need this for? Crafting-wise. There was a recipe I was pretty sure that I wanted from this stuff. What was it? Not the sag meal. Huh. I don't know. Is it something with the gear? No, this is nothing. Okay, I don't know. Whatever. Carry on. All right, so we have that. Now the combustion generator generate power from anything that burns as fuel in furnaces. Block of coal, piston, coal, redstone, and copper nugget. Now, again, if we're going to end up using the click machine on this thing, do we need to go that route? Or should I instead try and just go ahead and get some cores for the click machine? Of course, the click machine, it's going to be a bit laggy. And if I have to do that, I'm going to have to set up 4 of them. You know what? Let's not worry about that right now. Let's continue on and we'll see what else we can do. So we can improve upon the golden mesh, and then basically we just need improved sort of resource production and management before we really start diving into all the rest of this stuff, right? Because in Inferium Essence, we're going to have a mob farm for this. So we really have to expand the base and expand our ability to produce resources. I think we, you know what, fuck it. Let's do it both ways. That'll be fun. Because the click machine, we can use it immediately on this, and that'll be fine for the beginning. But then whenever we want to compress it down, we can use the machines. So that way I can showcase both routes. Again, some mod packs, I don't really enjoy going through all the, this is how you do it, this is how I do it kind of stuff. But then some mod packs, it is nice to be like, you know what, this is how I do it. It's nice to slow down sometimes. All right, so lava. I can bookmark the recipe. Interesting. JEI, look at you learning from your competitors over at EMI, allowing us to see the recipe in favorites bar. Okay, so we just need some lava and some glowstone. Now, lava crucible. Let's see if we can manage to make a better heat source, right? We got the torch, we got lava itself, which is at ×3, campfire at ×2. Blaze mesh, I don't think we're gonna be able to get to that quite yet. And that's it, really. You got a ×20, and that's the highest it goes. The block of blazing crystal. Yeah, because that's blaze powder, and we can't, can we? We can get blaze powder from dust. Okay, and then just 9 of these together gives us a ×10. So you know what? Let's forget the torch for a minute. Let's sieve some dust down. We're gonna do the same thing we just did for the gravel, but we're gonna break it down a bit further. So let's go 9 stacks here. It feels like a little more than 9, but it's okay. And the episodes for this may especially be a little less, I don't want to say productive, but maybe not so much as getting done in between and in each episode as what's previously happened in packs. And that's just because now we are, again, live streaming it over on Twitch. So, oh, is this got, yeah, it's got messed up. So obviously, you know, I'm doing all the stuff that I would normally do off camera on camera, and because I'm recording it, I might as well go ahead and put it in an episodic manner, so that way we can use it for YouTube as well, because that just makes the most sense to me. We're gonna end up breaking our stuff here, so we're probably gonna need to make some more. Yep, there it goes. That actually did not did not last even a fraction of what I thought it would. I did not think it only had one little block left in it, but so it were. We really need to start getting into the better wands and better hammers here, so that way they don't just keep breaking all the time. But I'm not quite ready and willing to give up all the resources required for that. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops, that's 5. I'll split this and another 9 hammers. Whoever came up with the texture for this, bravo. I've always looked at the multi-hammer bit where it's just got like a quad hammer thing going on and just been very delighted about it, right? Just true true beauty. Because it both looks good and it kind of makes you chuckle. All right. Hopefully the hammer will last for us through this last little bit. It looks like it should. It should have enough life. Yes. Okay, so ton of dust there. We need to smelt some more potatoes. I didn't even realize we were getting so low. That's one thing that I didn't kind of incorporate into this new base, and I've kind of just been doing it. Where did I put those freaking potatoes? There they are. By the seat of my pants. So we might have to change that up now. Because I didn't even leave myself a piece of dirt. Chance. Now I can't even sprint. All right, let's get some of this, and we'll kind of set up a new little temporary potato place. You know, and we'll just put it over here by the water. What is it? It's this one, right? That gives dirt. Yeah. Okay. So while that's rocking and rolling, let's get some potatoes cooking, so I don't have to keep not sprinting anywhere. If you ever go back and play a Minecraft version where you couldn't sprint, it really, truly is just horrible. You don't realize how much you miss it until it's gone, and then you're like, oh no. I'll never do this again, I swear. Alright, perfect. Let's sprint. Go get our hoe, and we can get these potatoes to grow. Now, the reason I don't really set up a main spot for this quite yet is because you don't really need one, if I'm being honest. You can just sit here for a minute and kind of do potatoes, and whenever you get low, just do it again. You know what I mean? Make sure you're not holding potatoes so you don't eat them. And, yeah, it looks good to me. Throw another 16 in there. And we'll grab out some potatoes. Okay. Cool beans. Now let's drop off some stuff and then go sieve this dust. See if we can get some blaze powder. So that way we can actually increase our lava output. We'll just throw this stuff kind of right here for now. All right, so this is all dust. Cool beans. We're going to go ahead and go sieve it back through. And I really like having 5 sieves because it does make this process a lot faster. You know, it's been quite some time since we've done a sieving pack. It feels really good to come back to this and just be able to do one thing and get so many resources from it. Because I feel like this kind of was the meta for resource generation for a while, right? Everyone would just sieve because it kind of worked for everything. It all made sense. The mod that was made for it's really clean and, you know, nicely put together and whatnot. But then after that kind of became the norm, people kind of had a pushback and started doing, I don't know, let's go sleep real quick. Started doing more individualized resource generation, and, you know, sort of things like mystical agriculture started popping up more often. Of course, it's always kind of been around, but it was sort of more so the focus because it allowed, again, individual resource distinction whenever it comes to like progression and whatnot. But I am happy to be back to this, basically, to just getting tons and tons and tons of stuff for free. So that's plenty of blaze powder for us. We also have some redstone now, should we need it in the future, which is always nice to have. Let's get ourselves blaze mesh. Pop that thing. And now this has a rate of ×10, so when I put in some cobblestone, you can see that the lava is going up by 10 millibuckets instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever else it may be. Now, obviously, this is taking some time, but if we had 10 of these, we'd be producing 100 millibuckets every tick, or however often this is processing. It looks like per tick. And of course, if we had 100 of them, we would be producing a bucket every tick, which is actually pretty insane now that I think about it. Okay, so we're also going to need a stone barrel for this because, of course, if you try and use a wooden barrel and put lava in a wooden barrel, it's not really going to work out well for you. So if I remember correctly, stone barrels are made like so. Beautiful. We need a bucket, which we should have plenty of iron for now. And then we just need some glowstone. How much glowstone did we get from that? 44. Let's try 24 pieces. That'll give us 24 pieces of end stone. Of course, I guess we'll need 24 buckets of lava for that, and that's probably not happening. Another thing we need to look at is just pushing cobblestone straight into our porcelain crucible. So let's look at the conduits now. This seems like a good time to kind of bring those in. So item conduit. We can use this with copper and iron nuggets. So we're going to need to smelt some copper down. Let's see. Got a couple blocks right here. Beautiful. And then we'll go split this to see like that. Beautiful. And honestly, by the time I get all those placed in, we should already have one ready to go again. All right, so it's what? Iron nuggets and copper nuggets. That'll only allow us to have 2. All right, and then I need to make the wrench too. How do we do this? Copper, stone compound. Okay. 2, 3, 4. Gonna need some wood. This one. Oh. And we should have enough copper by now to go ahead with everything else. There's some wood in case we need it, and there's some sticks. Let's get one of these gears. Oh, the copper. We might need some more iron, actually. I didn't think about that. Nope, we're good. There's the wrench. But we are going to need more of those. Let's do 2 there. And let's go get some more iron nuggets. And again, I've never used these item conduits, so there's going to be a little bit of a learning curve, but that's okay. We can learn together. So we have 6 of them. That should be more than enough. We're just going to try to directly connect it here. And oh, that just breaks it immediately. Let's see, can I do that and that? Okay. And then right click, does have extract, insert, green channel, round robin, self feed. Okay, so it can like go back into itself. Redstone. All right, this has, and is this like a filter? No. Okay. And this needs to be insert, right? Let's see if this works. This is set to extract. This is set to insert. Tis not working. Both are on green. Redstone mode never active. Redstone channel red. Robin. Does it require something? Some kind of power or something? Hold on, wrong button. Let's see. Conduits. There's not really another spot in here talking about how to use the conduits either. Okay, that's fun. Let's see if we can figure this out. So this is definitely, oh, never. How do I change this? Never active. Red active with signal. How do I, why did this change? What? Insert that, oh. Oh, is it not? So that is different than this. That's weird. If I click on this side, we're getting the cable, and this side's not. Let's try adding some redstone to it. We'll just make a little lever here real quick. Maybe it has to have some on switch. Well, that doesn't seem to work. Active with signal. How can I provide a redstone signal directly to this block? Would it be best to do like this, maybe? That's still not working. Maybe one on this side? Still not working. I feel like a fool. There's probably something pretty obvious that I'm missing. Redstone mode never active. Active without signal. Oh, there it goes. All right, apparently the active without signal is all we needed to do. Cool, so this should just constantly pump in lava now. And let's see, do we have an easy form of a tank? Singularity tank is just iron and glass. That's fine. Basic fluid tank is just iron and redstone, so that's even easier for us to do. Let's go ahead and make one of those real quick. 4 pieces of redstone, and we'll just take all the iron with us just in case. All right, and then we'll make some fluid conduits, and we'll see about pumping the lava out. So lava's going in. Let's put the fluid, we'll just put it right there. That'll be fun. All right, so fluid conduits, let's see here. Back to alpha and fluid. Gold nuggets and iron nuggets. Okay, we can do that. We'll just need 1 piece, right? Because that'll give us 9 pieces. And I really think we'll only end up... Oh, wait, shoot. I need an iron pickaxe. My silly self. Really, I should just probably go ahead and make a diamond pickaxe, but, yeah, whatever. We'll cross that bridge later in life. All right. So I'm not sure how many episodes we're going to go for here. I do want to stream for a little bit today. I was intending on streaming yesterday, but I woke up a bit too late. I did not save those conduits. Like that. Okay. And again, we should just need 1 to go right there. All right, so this will be insert, not extract. And that is on extract. Active without signal. Is that working? Oh, and it's looking really cool. We already have 3 buckets built up. This is going insanely fast. Yeah, right on. Okay, so that should solve all of those problems. We now have the barrel. We have the glowstone. Let's see about getting some end-stone here. Sleepy time? Not yet. Honestly, you know what? We should just go ahead and make another fluid conduit. And then what we can do is set this here. Set that to insert, not extract. Come to this side. Active without signal, right? Why is this? You son of a bitch! Started raining, sorry. Pardon my French. Okay, 1, 2. Deep sleep. Is this muddling up the base a little bit? Yeah, absolutely, but it'll be okay. Okay, so then this is insert. And boom. If I right click. Oh, beautiful. I can just stand here and do this almost all the live long day until we run out of lava. All right, let's take a little snooze real quick, get rid of the rain, get rid of the nighttime, and the potential for mobs to spawn. And then we will break down this end stone and hope we just get lucky. 1, 2. Really need to clean up my inventory, but we will again cross that bridge a bit later. All right, there we go. So we have crushed end stone, and let's see. So we can get chorus fruit, 4% chance from string mesh, 6% from flint, and 7% from iron. Because we need the flour. It goes back down to 6% for gold. Seems a little absurd. Down to 4% for that, and down to back up to 9%. This stuff is just really messing with me. Oh no, back down to 4%. Okay, so it looks like iron is going to be our best shot here. Come on. We got nothing. So we may have to let the lava build up quite a bit more before we're really doing this in high volume, or before we're lucky enough to get a coarse flour, because obviously, you know, like 7-8%, not great odds, really. Yeah. So we'll let that build up. As we do, we now have power, and we're getting into better production for the click machine. So let's go back to the combustion generator. We're going to need the piston, which is, oh goodness. Now I see why it tells you to use the alloy smelter. Okay, so we're going to need items really sooner rather than later. Honestly, now that I'm looking at the recipes, I think that this is going to be better to do the click machine. Although that's not bad. Just redstone and iron. Get you a redstone ingot. Oh boy. Okay. We're going to have a bunch of like auto crafting recipes in this mod pack, I can tell. All right, so this one, there's no faking this. We need glowstone, gold, and redstone in a primitive alloy smelter. I say there's no faking it, but you know, there's no like easy way to it, is basically what I'm saying. So let's just get some gold and we'll smash that down and get it rocking and rolling. Let's see. That should be enough. Oops, sorry, just knocked a pin off the desk. 12 pieces. That. Oh. Ah, well. And that. And then, yeah, we kind of need to organize stuff a little bit. All the ingots and stuff back in here. Those. And then let's go get rid of all this miscellaneous stuff. The tree leaves and all that kind of stuff. So as far as bases go for this series, I don't really know, because we just kind of did the mega base with all the mods 10. That was very geometrically proportional and accurate and all that kind of stuff. So I'm not quite sure if I want to do that again here, or if I want to go for more like a castle-y type build. That's the one. Oh, that's not the one I was looking for. That's the one I was looking for. So I'm not quite sure. And there we go. Inventory's looking a lot cleaner. Let's sort that out. And glowstone, I just threw that all back over there. It's fine, because we're slowly getting there. Looks like the cobblestone production is actually keeping up with it, so yeah, happy about it. Right on. And this is basically what we live for, right? Resource production and getting early infinites. Okay, so with that down, I do want to start looking at different ways that we can potentially use our... Ooh. RF Tools storage is insanely good, but... Oh, you need an alchemical chest? Oh, no, any chest. Okay. All right, well, that's a little different. Maybe this is something we can do. Bronze, Constantan, Vibrant, Simple Machine Frame. Oh, no. All right, so modular storage, maybe not the closest. Gamma, this just has chest and that kind of stuff. What kind of let's just go at storage and see what we're working with here. So we got refined, I knew that. We got RF, I knew that. Is there like a simple storage mod, like Tom's or something along those lines? Tom's! How did I know you'd be in this pack, you son of a gun, you? Okay, so let's see, what do we actually need for all this stuff? Obsidian chest, soul glass. This is complicated. Okay, so this pack dev did not leave any stones unturned. Crafting terminal, mana diamond. Oh, we gotta get all the way into Botania for this. This is insane. And soul glass from mystical agriculture just to get a storage. Okay, so let's go back and check out refined. What do we? Because if that's for that, is he just making all of them equal? Let's see. So raw basic processor, that's the same for refined. That's the same. Okay, you love to see that, really. And then, what is it? Silicone. Silicone you can make from silicone essence or by smelting nether quartz. Of course, you can get nether quartz from sieving netherrack. Yes. And soul sand. Okay, perfect. So that stuff's all still the same, which means refined storage will probably be the easier one for us to get into. Let me double check this. Hold on. Controller. Okay, nothing insane there. Quartz enriched iron, nothing insane there. Right on. You love to see it. Grid, everything's coming up peachy. Machine casing, machine frame. Fuck, we keep coming back to this. Yeah? Because here's the grid. You need a machine casing. The machine casing needs the machine frame from RF Tools, which, yeah, gets us back to industrial foregoing. So industrial foregoing is where we're headed. Netherrack we can get from Witchwater. Contents are consumed, so that consumes lava in order to make netherrack. Probably not really what I want to do. Is there a better way to get netherrack? Nether essence, but then we're getting all the way into mystical agriculture. Don't get me wrong, we do already have the prosperity shards, but we need the inferium, right? Let's see, inferium. Yeah, the only way to get this really is going to be by slaying some mobs. Okay, so it looks like a mob farm is going to be our nearest future goal and objective that we should be looking for. Mob grinding utilities is in this. All right, and do we have grass seeds or anything along those lines? Grass seeds we do. Comes from sifting dirt. Okay, so we're probably going to call this episode. Sorry for the cough there, and sorry for the, I won't say lack of production, because we definitely did stuff in this episode, like infinite lava and getting ourselves the opportunity to get chorus fruit and make the click machine to automate this stuff, right? But I would also say that I would generally make a lot more progress in my episodes as opposed to what we made here today. So sorry for that, and sorry to those of you that do like to see more progress. Me personally, whenever I watch a Let's Play series, I do like to see just the most amount of progress. Obviously, I don't want to see a 1-0 kind of thing, but even still, those aren't bad when you're like watching a 100-day video. That's essentially the same thing, right? Any hoosers, we're going to break down this last little bit of endstone, see if we can get lucky with the rolls, and if not, well, yeah, that's okay too. Let's throw this in. Chorus fruit and some ender pearls. Not what we needed though. All right, oh, that's okay. In between episodes, again, we'll probably try to push for a mob farm. Where's my mob stuff? There it is. Try and push for a mob farm. I'm thinking it'll be on one of the offshoots, and I mean, really, we need chickens in order to get the rotten egg. But what else do you need for the rotten egg, right? GM chicken feed. Yeah, right. Okay, so at mob, you need all the stuff anyway. So we're gonna have to make a mob farm in order to make this, in order to make a better mob farm. That's right. That's the gameplay loop I do remember. Okay. So yeah, we'll probably set up some kind of rudimentary... Oh, does this have dark utilities in it with the vector plates? It does. Oh, I love... Oh, but you have to use an entity. Love that. Oh, there's the slime balls I knew we were gonna need. Okay, so we need 6 slime balls, or 2 slime balls, sorry, to make 6 entity conveyors. Each entity conveyor can make 6 vector plates. So from 2 slime balls, we can make 36 vector plates. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay. All right. Well, yes, ladies and gentlemen, what a perfect time to end too, because the moon is coming up, and hopefully it's not a blood moon. Anyways, I want to say thank you if you've watched all the way through the episode. I do hope you enjoyed. If you have any tips, tricks, or pieces of advice for other Minecraft players or for me myself on how to maybe better improve the series, maybe I need to do a little audio editing. That's an ode to the first episode where the audio was a bit messed up. But yeah, if you have anything, please let me know down in the comments below. Like if you like the video, subscribe if you're new here, you want to see more awesome content from yours truly. As per the usual, I do hope you all stay safe, stay awesome, and stay crafting. Until next time, you beautiful, beautiful people. Peace.